Now I have some examples for us to find the conjugates of these four complex numbers. In the case the first one, it's already in the form a plus bi, right? It's 1 plus 2i. We know we need to negate the imaginary part, which is this positive 2. So that will actually produce 1 minus 2i when we negate the imaginary part. So positive 2 becomes negative 2. If we had a negative 2, that would become positive 2. Here we have 3 minus I. We know that this is really a negative 1 in front of the I. So that's the imaginary part. And so a negative 1, when you negate it, it becomes a positive 1. So this should actually be 3 plus I. Moving on to the next one, we have negative 4i. We need to acknowledge that this is really 0 minus 4i. And so the imaginary part, it is this negative 4. So when we change it to the conjugate, we actually get 0 plus 4i, or simply, we can just write 4i. No need to state the real part, right? It's implied. And then finally, we have I minus 6. Don't be tricked by this one because, well, they actually have the imaginary part in front of the real part, right? So instead of a plus bi, they actually have it in the form bi plus a, where the a is a negative 6, that's the real part, and the b, it is 1. There's a 1 in front of this I. So in order to make it into the conjugate, well, we can't negate the negative 6. We leave the negative 6. We need to negate the 1 in front of the I. And so the conjugate here would be negative I minus 6. Or if you choose to, right, we can have negative 6 minus I. Same thing.